even when you get into lighting effects, the X and Y axis matters. So the X and Y axis matters because that's gonna be how you move the light across the screen. And again, you've got a center point, which is that point of light. Opacity is another attribute, which is a pretty standard attribute, and that's how much of the, or how transparent or solid the image is. So that's your opacity. And once we change an attribute, we can add a keyframe to hold the position until we change another attribute. And so those keyframes are basically what moves back and forth between the attributes. We also have different ways that keyframes can interpret between the points. We've got linear, which means that it's going to interpret in a line, a linear fashion. And of course we've got Bezier, which is French. It comes from some French guy who invented the Bezier curve, and it's basically 3 points to define a line. So when you use Bezier, to interpret a keyframe, you're going to get a much smoother transition. You also have ease in and ease out. Your ease in means that the point after the keyframe, it'll begin to pick up speed. Ease out means that right before the keyframe, it'll begin to slow down. And obviously, this is for gravitational pull, to make things look more natural. Because when something falls, sometimes it picks up more speed as it gets closer to the ground. So observe. A good animator observes the world around them and sees how things move in relation to other things.